Welcome, in front of me is a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, and today I will show you how to go through the setup process of the device. So when you boot the device up for the first time, you'll be presented with this screen right here. Now for me right now it's in Polish, so I'm gonna start by changing the language. Let's tap on the arrow right here and select the language that we want to use, which for me is gonna be English. So there we go. And tap on next. Connect to mobile network. Now this is completely optional. It will not work as long as you don't have a SIM card in the device, so I'll just skip this for now. Check some of the info, yep, we agree to everything, otherwise we can proceed, so it doesn't really matter. Tap on next. Then you have the Wi-Fi connection, and from here you can connect to Wi-Fi that you wish to, if you have one accessible. If you don't, you can tap on the skip. All this will do is, number one, set the time and date automatically, and number two, allow you to connect to your Google account, along with allowing to restore the device from a previous backup. So I'm also gonna skip that for now. Copy apps and data, so this is what I was talking about too. You can basically restore the device from an old one if you wish to. Now I'm gonna add copy and set it up as new. And here's the date and time, which is it actually correct right now? Let's see. 11, yep, it actually is correct, even though I'm not connected to anything, so that's weird. So let's just tap on next. Not sure where it's actually pulling the data from in this case, considering it has no network connection of any sorts. So then you have the localization, things that you can enable. You can also tap on the extent here to read more about it, and just again disable or enable ways of how Google is stalking you. So you can check that on or off. Certain apps will actually require it and start prompting you that we need access to localization. Most of the time it's apps that have nothing to do with localization, like for instance home appliances wanting it. So I'm just gonna tap on next, it doesn't really matter here. Then you have protect your phone, and here you can set up some kind of ways of protecting your phone. Now there's multiple ways of actually doing it, and you can see that there's face recognition, fingerprint, pattern, PIN, or password. Now it actually displays all of them right here, but in reality you will only probably use only 2 or 3 of them. Well, max you can use 3, because if you choose PIN, pattern, password, this is just one way of unlocking the device, and you have to choose between one of those 3. And also if you're trying to set up a face recognition or fingerprint, you will also need to put in one of these methods of unlocking the device, so alternate way that you will basically remember. So we will have, I'm just gonna set it up, fingerprint for instance as an example. Let's just continue, and here it is. So we need to choose between one of them. PIN, pattern, password. I'm gonna stick with pattern. So let's draw the pattern, continue, draw the same pattern once more, confirm, and I can start scanning my finger. Okay, there we go. Now when you're doing this, you want to get a good read of your entire finger, so basically every angle of it, but because I'm trying to do it fairly quickly, I'm just gonna spam the middle of it till I'm done. Continue. But like I said, it's advised that you basically get a good read of your entire finger. Then when you're pressing it, however you press it, you will have a high chance of unlocking the device. And once you finish, you can also add another finger if you wish to. So that could be your index finger, another hand, it doesn't really matter. Whichever finger you think you would be using for unlocking apart from your, for instance, thumb, you can add it. I'm just gonna tap on next. And then you have sign into your Samsung account. This is also optional. What it will allow you to do is access the Samsung exclusive apps. So as you can see, they're basically all listed right here by cycling through. So you have Find My Mobile, Galaxy Store, then you have Bixby, some kind of pass, Samsung I guess backup, and some other stuff. Now I'm gonna skip this, I'm not really concerned. And there we go, so there's a list of things that you miss out by not signing in. And also you can log into Samsung later on if you're gonna need, for instance, access to one of these apps. You can create an account, log in then, and it will work just as well. So let's stop, skip, and now finish. And there we go, we're done with the setup. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.